I walked into the bathroom carrying a box of ice, dumped it all into the tub, and forced myself into the freezing water. The spider drones detected a sudden drop in temperature and immediately activated their heat scan. I held my breath, lying motionless beneath the surface. The drones scanned every inch of the room, but found nothing. Just as they were about to leave, a tiny bubble rose from the water, trailing a faint trace of body heat. In an instant, the drones swarmed the bathtub. One crawled up the edge, extended its mechanical leg, and discharged a jolt of electricity into the water. My body convulsed violently as I burst through the surface. The other drones took turns shocking me, and just then the police arrived at the door. With no other choice, I removed my visor and submitted to a scan, but my new eyes weren't fully adjusted yet. I forced them open as the spider drone fired a beam of light straight into my pupils. A technician reviewed the data, confirmed I wasn't the target, and gave the order to stand down. The alarm was lifted, and I barely passed the test. But somewhere far away, Klein wasn't convinced. He replayed the surveillance footage again and again, until he spotted something off. At the crime scene, there weren't 3 people, but 4. Besides the killer, the victim, and the man with glasses, there was another face reflected in the mirror. Meanwhile, I had already reached the company building before entering. I injected myself with a cosmetic serum, transforming into a scarred brute. I strolled boldly inside, and when I reached the critical lab, I simply swapped back to my real eyes and opened the door with ease. But when I tried to take the woman away, I ran into trouble. Years of heavy medication had left her unable to move. On the other side, Danny had recognized her from the video. When he rushed to the lab, he really did find me there. In that critical moment, I yanked the drainage lever and escaped with the woman through the sewers. Because of her long slumber, she was not only weak, but also disoriented, unsure if this was reality or just a dream of the future. When I couldn't get answers from her, I took her to my hacker friend, who used a rigged-up device to download the images in her brain. But when I saw the footage, I was shaken. It was the same video I had seen at the company. Me, shooting someone. I thought her vision would show a different outcome. The problem was, I didn't even know that man. Suddenly, the woman convulsed. The screen flickered, showing a drowning case from 6 years ago played in reverse, until it slowed down. At the moment she met the killer. I felt dizzy because I had seen that killer just days ago. He was supposed to be locked up in prison in stasis, but she still pointed directly at his face just as the truth came into focus. A special ops team closed in. I had no choice but to flee. Don't be fooled by the woman's frail body. She could still sense what was coming. She used a balloon to block the view of the snipers above, tossed a handful of coins, which tripped a beggar into the path of 2 pursuing officers, and finally, with a stolen umbrella, vanished us completely from sight. When the rain cleared, I folded up the umbrella and suddenly noticed a man in the stairwell. It was the same 3rd person from the murder scene footage, and here I was, standing right in front of it.